Hey everybody, Tanya from Shooting Star SVG back, and today I am going to talk to you guys about Etsy's new contextual search. So if this is your first time here, go ahead and click on the like and subscribe below, as that does keep me motivated to continue making these videos so that way you can grow your business and change your life. If you are not a part of my Facebook group yet, you might want to take a scamper on over there and join up. We're creating a community of like-minded individuals who are trying to grow their businesses, and we are there to support and help each other to the best of our abilities. And of course, you have access to me pretty much at all hours of the day because I never sleep. So head on over and join up if you haven't done that already. I wanted to talk to you guys today about how Etsy's search has changed. And change is a scary thing, right? So we put a lot of work into our listings and our titles and our tags and our descriptions to make sure everything's kosher for SEO, hoping that we can rank globally on Etsy search. And some of you probably have noticed that sales have completely tanked starting in about September, right? October timeframe. Sales got a little weird, and I noticed on my shop at first that something weird was going on, and then it picked right back up. So I don't know if it's just the holiday season or what, but I will say that the majority of things that I'm selling right now in my shop are not holiday. I haven't put up really any new Christmas content or Thanksgiving content because I've been focused on video creation. And so I'm not attributing it to holidays. I'm attributing it to the way that Etsy has changed their search engine to basically tailor a search to things that you're more prone to buy. So what does that mean, right? And I'm going to go through some examples here by using an incognito window, which Etsy understands IP addresses, so they know it's me, but it doesn't hold search history or cookies or anything like that. So it's a little bit different. If I was to search for Christmas SVG, I'm going to get totally different result sets than somebody else searching for Christmas SVG. So if you're watching right now, what I want you to do is pause the video, go on Etsy and search for Christmas SVG and see what pops up on your first 8 listings. Because I'm going to go to my computer screen right now and do the same thing. So I'm logged in right now, and I'm going to type in Christmas SVG, okay? And we have 490,000 results. And I'm recording on the 14th of November. And these are my first 8 results. They're all bundles. So that's interesting. That's what my first page looks like. So let me know in the comments below if your items are similar or you have any duplicates or if it's something completely different. Now I'm going to do this again, but I'm going to do it in an incognito window and we'll compare them. All right, so I'm just going to type in Christmas SVG. And I'm just going to scroll down here. So if you look, these are a bit similar, but not exactly, okay? So this one is showing up, the truck is actually showing up on the front line here. This one is down at the bottom, still down at the bottom. Another similar design in the incognito tab. So it looks like for this particular one, I'm seeing the same kind of designs, but they're ordered differently, okay? And some of them are not. Like this one right here on the incognito tab is showing up, but it wasn't showing up on the other one. So let's try to make the search term a little bit broader, and then I'm going to explain what's going on here. I'm going to do funny Thanksgiving SVG, okay? We'll go up here. And we're going to do funny Thanksgiving SVG. All right. I'm just going to go past that first. All right, here we go. And I'm going to go past this first, and here we go. So actually, it looks like these are pretty similar. It's bumped the nutrition facts up on the incognito tab. But for the most part, it's showing me a wine turkey family, which is not on here until I scroll down a little bit more. Interestingly enough, Go Pluck Yourself is way farther down the line. And it looks like the order is much different. And it looks like also this design that's showing up on the first page of the incognito tab is not on this one, on my personalized search at all. Okay, so what is that telling you? That's telling me that when I rely on SEO tools like Etsy Rank and Marmalade that tell me, hey, your listing has ranked on the first page. Okay, is it based off of a first page without any personalization? Because it's a moot point. I may show up on the first page for Joe down the street, but I might not show up on the first page for Harry because they have two totally different things that they're searching for. And so this makes things a little bit more difficult for us as sellers because we seem to be so focused on optimizing our listings that we need to figure out a way to get up in the contextual search. So I went through and I watched the Q3 earnings webinar that Etsy had put on, and you can get to that just by going to the investors page on the bottom of the website. And CEO talked about how the searches have changed and how Etsy was so excited about this because they haven't had personalization to their search until now. And so he basically said this is going to be ever growing. And this is super important for you guys to get through. So I know this is like dry and boring stuff, but if you want to be successful, you have to be able to adapt to change, right? I'm going to give you a few tips to try to help you out with this because there was one thing that really resonated with me when I was watching this webinar, okay? And that was that he basically said Etsy search is taking into consideration clicks, so listing clicks, favorites, add to carts, and purchases. Okay, so four things. Clicks, favorites, add to carts, purchases. Etsy's taking all of those things from a user and it's dumping it into an algorithm, and that algorithm is saying, okay, Tanya's searching for baby bodysuit SVG, and she's bought a ton in the past, and so I'm going to show her these results. Or she's favorited these designs in the past, so I'm going to show her these results. That's what it's doing. It's getting smarter. Think about how Facebook algorithm works, where it's only showing you certain things on the top of your newsfeed, and a lot of times you get real pissed off, and that's because you're interacting with some content somewhere, and Facebook is saying, oh, hey, Tanya interacted with this content. If I stick this in front of her, she's more than likely to stay on Facebook, okay? And so for Etsy, what they're trying to do is they're trying to up the conversion rate. They want to make more money, right? They want to make more money and they want repeat customers. So for them to do that, they need to sell more. For them to sell more, they need to put things in front of the buyer that appeal to them. And to do that, they started the contextual search, okay? So what can you do? What can you do, right? I'm not saying that SEO isn't important any longer, because it is ridiculously important for Google, for Etsy, for, just the web in general, Yahoo, Google, Bing, whatever it is out there. It's very important to make sure that your SEO is on point, because Etsy's still going to take all those things into consideration as well when ranking your stuff. So if you have a good query match, but you have complete trash SEO, they're not going to put that in front of a customer, okay? So right now, what we need to focus on as a group collectively is figuring out ways to increase our sales, because it's not really necessarily about traffic at this point any longer. what they're trying to do is put the stuff in front of people that is going to convert. So focusing on your promotional images is ridiculously important, okay? And I constantly talk about this. Like, we are a scrolling community. So always a good thing that I do before I start and before I put my mock-ups out there is everybody's using mock-ups. So I don't mind using just here's my design with my banner on the side and my bright ass colors. What's going to set you apart from everybody that's going to make somebody stop and say, yep, I'm going to buy that, okay? That's what you have to think about. So for those of you who sell printables, when you're showcasing it, I think I mentioned this to Taya, like, just color in some pages, because all the other ones I saw were just these blank pages with no color. If you add color, that's just going to add an extra little bit of pop that's going to bring somebody over to click on your listing. For those of you who sell, maybe planner pages, instead of just copy and pasting the planner pages and put it in there, put a shadow behind the paper so it actually looks like something that's real and tangible instead of just something flat on a background. And for those of us who sell SVGs and things that can go onto things, obviously we want to showcase those on shirts and mugs and things like that. But go against the grain. Do some funky, different type of mock-ups, something that's not typical. And people will stop. You want it to be bright and alluring and draw people in. And that's really going to help you. Keep up the work on the SEO, but make those promotional listings really, really pop. This is where social media promotion is really going to come into play now, I do believe. So the reason why I say this is because if you can promote the appropriate way, you can get favorites. And by getting more favorites, you are more prone to be shown to more people. So I never really thought favorites mattered. They do, in the sense of, well, for one, if somebody favorites your item and you put it on sale, then they get a notification. So it's always good to drop the price down on your items. That way people who have favorited your stuff will see, hey, this shop is running a sale and your favorited, excuse me, single Bob life, I never sleep. Your favorited item is on sale. And a lot of times that will, bring the person back to actually go purchase that and seal the deal. So that's important. People who are adding things to cart but not following through, they'll throw more stuff in front of them. And then obviously people who are purchasing from you, they say, oh, well, this person's purchased 8 times from Tanya, but 3 times from Jesse. And so I'm going to put Tanya's stuff above Jesse's because this person has purchased more from Tanya and not from Jesse. Okay, that's where this is going. And it's going to take some time for Etsy to work this out. Once they get it down, they're going to integrate this into their Etsy ads. So I know for me personally, Etsy ads has been complete shit. And so I turned mine off. For a while, my return on investment was ridiculously good. And then after they integrated videos and things of that nature, and they separated the offsite ads, which I have to be a part of. I don't have a choice. Etsy ads just totally tanked for me. So I'm a part of offsite ads because I don't have a choice. And I will not turn my Etsy ads back on probably until after the beginning of the year, just to see if there's been any changes. The last time I turned it on was right before Halloween for 3 weeks. And I barely broke even. So it wasn't worth it to me. I didn't lose any money, which was good, but I didn't make any either. So Etsy ads is going to be a good way to get yourself in front of more people, but it may not affect the contextual search as well. I want to have an open, candid conversation about contextual search in the comments section, so please ask me any questions that you may have. I'm also going to start a thread on the Facebook group once I post this video live, so go ahead and interact with that because I would like to be able to answer your guys' questions and we can help each other through this as this evolves. But I want to say that the biggest thing that y'all should be focusing on is those promotional images and making sure that they're the best they can be, so that way people are stopping, clicking, favoriting, whatever it may be, okay? So don't freak out. I will try to communicate to you guys as I learn more about this, as more is released about this, but with most of these things and these algorithm changes, it's kind of on the hush-hush until they can work out the kinks. Then they'll update the handbook and then things will kind of roll from there. So don't be nervous. Like I said, ask questions. Let me know what you're thinking. And if you got something out of this, of course, like and subscribe below, because that keeps me motivated to continue making these videos so y'all can grow your business and change your life. And again, don't hesitate to reach out. Don't be nervous. Let me know if you need anything, but just be aware that this is coming. We will all survive. All will be well, and we'll go from there. I hope you all have a great night.